Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. Thank you again for tuning in, and we're back. Another week, another Panther loss. I can't keep going through this. Emotions is running high. My co-host is laughing at me. He's kicking me while I'm down.
I just want to say
so many things to get into, but like, subscribe, and share. Without further ado, we're gonna get into this. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and let me introduce my co-host, Steven Rubain. How you doing, sir?
I appreciate it. I'm doing well. I just want to tell you, first of all, I love the hat.
Oh,
I call that the going fishing hat because that's what the Carolina Panthers did in the first half last week. They went fishing because they weren't playing football. Woo, man.
Hey, well, now, on the bright side, the first round pick in the draft looks pretty nice.
Man, it's looking good.
I think having the first pick, I think I have to go to the draft for that.
Yeah, I think you would have to go to the draft for that. What's in this year? Kansas City?
It's in KC?
It's going to be in KC this year, I believe. Yes.
Wow. Hey,
I expect a spirited crowd. Kansas City got the best fans in football, so should be lit.
I need to see how much those VIP tickets is going for right now.
And get some KC barbecue. So you get some barbecue and some draft. So you can't beat that.
I'm going there to get me a quarterback. That's what I'm going there to do.
Ooh, you think a quarterback's going to go number one in the draft?
If we have the pick, I'm pretty sure he's
Well,
going to go number one in the draft.
I don't know. I'm still waiting to see that quarterback. I've been watching a lot of college football. I've seen some good ones, but I don't know if one's going to go number one. So we'll have to see.
You know what? Stranger things have happened. And for some reason, after that performance, our interim coach, or whatever you want to call him, he still thinks PJ is the man.
Well, I saw he fired two of his coaches over the week. You don't see too many times when an interim coach fires coaches during the season.
But PJ had the worst passer rate. He went from the best passer rating from the following week to the worst passer rating this week. You know what? People don't want to hear me gripe and moan about my team. Let's get into these announcements, Steve.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's congratulate the two people that beat us in picks, man.
All right, let's go. Right now, after week 8 and 9, we have Desert Eagles, who went both 10-3 and 12-3 for a 22-6 record over 2 weeks.
Don't blow his head up.
Plenty impressive. I'm not going to. Hey,
don't blow his head because they still not beating us in the overall game. We gave them a chance, and they took advantage of it. I will admit, I took some real chances last week on my picks.
Oh, yes, he did. Oof, yeah. I don't even want to get into it. It looks so bad, but let's give also Jay Wizzo a little credit.
Jay Wizzo,
he went 9-4 and 11-4 the 2 weeks, to a total of 20-8.
Wow, Desert Eagle and Jay Wizzo. Let me see. One is a Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Hey,
I did call the Eagles a win. Yeah, I did take. I was the one who said the Eagles were going to be strong this year.
You know what? Steve, let me pat you on the back, man.
Thank you.
Because I see, you're going to keep patting yourself on the back.
I'm going to
pat you on the back.
I appreciate that, Pat. Thank you. Because I think you were going by other team. You went the Cowboys route.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about the Cowboys a little this week.
Yeah. I still think the Cowboys, they off to a slow start, but I still think they're going to get into them Eagles. Hey.
Okay.
I think they might. You know what? I'm not. We're gonna talk about the Eagles in a minute, so I'm gonna save that for then. That for then. But Jay Wizzle, Desert Eagle, we got your NFL $50 gift card. You can call in the show. You can call in. I told you guys, call in this week. We're gonna put that number up, and guess what?
The line is open.
Yes,
oh my goodness.
Yes, sir. The phone lines will be open. You know what? Let's do a test so they know the number. Let's do a test. There it is. It is.
That's looking beautiful.
But
and in Carolina blue too. I mean, come on now. You can't beat that.
You know what? He picked the color, so I knew he had some undertones that he wanted to bring up.
I love Carolina blue. That's the best thing about your organization is your colors.
Oh my goodness.
Your uniform's tight. The team's not, but the uniform's tight.
Steve, respect us. Cali Cat Pack, Roar Riot, Panther Nation. Holla at your boy. it's a long season for us. It's a long season. And I want to put this out to y'all. And I'm going to call this the Cali Cat Pack Report. Guys, we're having a rough season. Keep your chin up. It's still Carolina all day. Think about it like this. We're going into the draft. We got a bunch of picks. We're going to improve on what we're weak at. And it's not much. It looks bad right now, but it's not much. It looks really bad because we don't have a QB. But we will expand and we will survive. We got to just get through this season so we can get to a real season where we're looking better. But
keep hope alive.
More than keep hope alive, keep pounding.
All right.
Just remember that, folks. Keep pounding.
Okay.
And no matter what happens with this season, I'm a strong believer in not hoping my team lose, and I don't want us to lose in every game. I'm still there with the hope that we're gonna win, but we want a strong pick in the draft. Even let's say this, and all the diehard fans that's with me, even if we were to win this division and go to the playoffs, the team is not set right for us to make a real run. We will have to hope for injuries and things of that nature for us to help us out, because we can still make it and we still look like we could do it. But let's just scratch this season. Let's just scratch the season, and that's the Cali Cat Pack Report.
Man, that was painful. That was painful.
And I really appreciate the air violin that you were doing while I was talking.
Oh my goodness. See, this is why. See, with me, I just want my owner gone. Let's talk about Daniel Snyder.
Hey, let's get into it.
All I've been asking for all year is that my owner is gone, and now apparently it looks like it's coming to happen.
He's looking into selling the team.
And it looks like quite a few people are looking into getting. I mean, it's a win-win. You have an organization that's been down for 30 years. It has nothing to go but up. So you got big names. We got people like Kevin Durant, Jay-Z, Bezos.
Jay-Z's looking to buy Washington?
Yeah, he's looking. I'm talking about him possibly doing a deal with Bezos where they might go partner, and Jay-Z be the face, and then Bezos put, but they both got money, so you got big money and you got huge money, so that's a win-win either way. But whatever it looks like they're talking about maybe close to $7 billion, which would be just above what the Cowboys are worth now, $6.5 billion. So that's gonna be interesting to see.
You know what? It'll be interesting to see you in the Washington hat.
Yeah, because a lot of talk among the Commander fans is now, if we can get this team sold, can we get a name change?
And you guys just had a name change.
It don't matter. Hey, in the NBA they used to change names like it was a top of the hat. So we could change the name again.
And what would you have it, Steve, off the top of the head right now?
Okay, let me ask you this: is Commanders gear selling? Yes or no? Are people going out? Have you seen anybody wearing a Commanders jersey, shirt, or anything whatsoever?
I can't say I have.
I can't say I have either. So, I mean, the NFL is not going to cry over a name change when nobody's buying this stuff anyway.
Well, once again, what would you have your name be?
I told you off the bat. I like the Red Wolves. Remember last year I told you that was the name I liked from the start.
Red Wolves is nice.
It's a nice name. It goes along with the old Redskin adage. You can go hail to the Red Wolves. You can have the Wolf Pack. I pictured the whole thing. You know how in Cleveland they have the Dog Pound? We'd have the Wolf's Den.
The Wolf Den. Hey, you know what? That kind of sounds nice.
Isn't that nice? And then you have...
Sounds nice.
I had it all down. Keep the same color. You can have the red and the black. That'll look sharp.
Hey, yeah.
You can put a nice little wolves on the helmet.
I'm still liking them W hats.
Yeah, you get the W hats.
Them W hats is pretty nice.
The W hats don't have to go. It's a wash of Red Wolves. You can keep the same. Everything can stay the same. It's just gonna be called the Red Wolves. Why not?
You should campaign for it up tough. You should campaign for it tough. Hey,
we gotta get the owner gone first.
You know what? Let's do a close up on you. Go ahead. Nah.
Washington Red Wolves is the name. That's the name that the fan base would love. We'd have a nice uniform. We can keep, like I said, we can keep all blacks. I mean, everybody loves the all black jersey. We can keep the W on the jersey, on the helmet. Let's go for it. But first, Daniel Snyder, you got to go. All right, I'm done.
Oh, that was Steve's ode to the NFL.
That's it. Now let's get into the news. We got quite a bit of news. We're going to have a well-rounded news today.
Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of news.
But we always start, we always start with the NFL. We got a coach gone. Another coach.
Coach is gone because,
gone.
We got rid of 2, so.
Yeah, well.
You talking about a big name
name coach had to
go.
The Indianapolis Colts, who I regret to say I did pick them to win the NFC South this year. I mean, AFC South. I'm getting my divisions mixed up. I did pick them in the AFC South.
Okay.
Frank Wright, who, if you guys remember, at the beginning of the season, came out to the owner and apologized to the owner for telling him to go after Carson Wentz, which I've never heard a coach do that before. I've never heard a coach go out and actually give a public apology for hiring a free agent quarterback. And so I guess he was, at that point, he was already on the hot seat. But then Matt Ryan didn't do him no favors. So you got to go. Now, the interesting part of this, though, is that they hired Jeff Saturday. For those who aren't familiar, he was the center for many of the Colts teams back when Peyton Manning was dominating with the Colts. What's interesting about it, though, is that Jeff Saturday has had absolutely no coaching experience whatsoever. And then the weird part is that he hires an offensive coordinator who also has no head coaching experience, never called a play in his life. And so the owner, when they asked the owner, what are you doing? You hired a coach and an offensive coordinator who have no experience. He said, well, at least I know they're not afraid. What? Explain, please. What does that mean? They're not afraid. I mean, if I'm Frank Wright, I'm immediately calling out the owner and saying, excuse me? What are you trying to say? So this is going to be interesting to see. The Colts, we got a coach, no experience, and an offensive coordinator, no experience. I think you know who I'm picking in my picks this week.
What about that Matthew Stafford ordeal that's going on? I just see him take a hit to the head. Yeah. This man, Matthew Stafford from the Rams fans, he's in concussion protocol.
Well,
his game time, he's a game time decision to play.
Game time decision. Well, right now we got two quarterbacks that are kind of iffy this week.
But didn't his wife come out and say nothing's wrong with him?
Yeah, well, the wife's come out and said nothing's wrong, but
he feels like nothing's wrong with him also.
I didn't know she was a neurologist, so you gotta let it do this course. So if he's cleared to play, he's cleared to play. But quite frankly, given his play this year, I've been saying he's been in the fog all season. But I won't say nothing about that because Pack is a Stafford fan, so I won't make any comments.
It's not just a Matthew Stafford fan. It's the points that you leave out, that you so elegantly leave out. He has one main target.
Okay.
And the main target, everybody knows how to double him.
Right.
Their running game is completely at halt. Cam Akers has always been a truck. I've said that since he came into the league.
Okay.
His first year, I said Cam Akers is not the person. He's a truck.
Okay.
I believe that the Rams should go after Josh Jacobs on the Raiders.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, because I remember when we had this talk at the beginning of the season, before the season started.
Okay.
You were all gloating about Allen Robinson. What happened to him?
Nothing happened to him. He hasn't settled in yet. He
hasn't settled in yet.
Yeah.
This is week 10 of the season.
He needs to get more targets. And Matthew Stafford is not comfortable with him yet. So what I mean by settle in is he needs to make his quarterback comfortable with him throwing the ball to him. He's dropped a lot of passes that's come his way. And if they were able to somehow finagle Odell to come back, they'll be all right.
Well, from what I'm hearing now, Odell might be leaning towards the Cowboys. That's kind of the rumor going around. But
not the Bills, the Cowboys?
I'm hearing the Cowboys now. I guess they talk big stuff, and they've kind of given her a little campaign. We'll see.
You said that. Where'd you hear this at?
I'm watching on the circuit. A lot of Cowboy talk is talking about wooing Odell Beckham to Dallas, and I guess apparently, what's his name? The defensive player, Micah Parsons, I guess came out and made a little comment about trying to woo him to Dallas, and so I don't know.
You know what? I guess we got to move right on to a little NBA talk.
Oh, but we forgot about Josh Allen. Don't skip the Steamboat.
What about him?
You don't know Josh Allen got an elbow issue.
Yeah, he was holding his arm at the end of the game.
Yeah, well, apparently, it might be a little more serious than what they're making it out to be. They're saying now the Bills are being very coy on the injury report as far as the seriousness of that elbow injury.
Ooh.
And so we don't know if he's playing this week, if he's not playing.
Who's the backup in Buffalo?
Exactly. Who is the backup?
I haven't even heard of a backup.
I don't know.
Josh Allen is the name to talk of the town.
I don't know, but sometimes that kind of injury, especially for a throwing quarterback.
I hope it's nothing major like Delhomme had.
Yeah, that could be out for the season type injury, and you never know. So, Bills fans, I mean,
I told you, bar no injury.
I mean, that's a big one. So we can't ignore not talking about Josh Allen's injury because I mean, right now he'd be one of the front runners for the MVP.
Hey, well, Eagle fans, be very, very. You know what? That opens it up for a lot of teams. That opens it up for a lot of teams. That also lets the Chiefs slide back in as the front runner.
Let me talk about the Chiefs real quick since you brought it up. That Chiefs Titan game was painful to watch.
Steve. See, you want to? Let's finish this news off. We're going to get to the news. We can.
All right, okay, I'll wait. I'm a patient man.
Let's go around the leagues.
All right, let's go around the league. Oh, you bring up something then. Tell me what you.
Oh, what about Kyrie Irving? What do you have to say about him?
Well, Kyrie Irving apparently today or yesterday met up with the commissioner, Adam Silver, to try to see if they can work out some kind of a plan to somehow get him back into the good graces and get him back in the league. Because as horrible as his comments were and horrible as the situation is, he is a star player, and they got to find some way to reach a compromise. And so, I don't know. I mean, will he ever play in the league again? Or
wait a minute, he made comments?
Oh yeah.
From my understanding of reading the thing was he posted something.
Yes.
It had nothing to do with comments. He posted something that everybody was upset about.
But then when he was interviewed on it, then he made comments where apparently was disparaging to the Jewish community. The way they came across as being disparaging. So that's kind of where the posting of it was bad enough, but that's not why he was suspended. He was suspended because when asked about it, and he was given several chances to just come out and say, "Look, I didn't know much about it. I apologize. Blah blah blah. Let's just move on." If he would have done that, he's not suspended. But he decided to double down and then play the defense role and say that I'm being unfairly picked upon and all that other stuff.
You know what? I heard a lot of stuff about it. I only wanted to bring it up because of sports news. I don't even want to get into it because these days people get offended by your opinion, even if you don't say anything foul about them.
Right.
Your opinion hurts people's feelings these days.
Let me ask you a question, though.
Go ahead.
Hasn't your opinion always hurt people's feelings? I mean, has there ever been a time when a person can make a comment and it doesn't get scrutinized? I mean,
it's okay to scrutinize an opinion, and I'm not even going to comment. Like I said, I'm not going to comment on what's going on with Kyrie Irving. But when we're talking about opinions right now, it's okay to scrutinize my opinion. What's wrong is for me to have an opinion, and for you to tell me what I was meaning about my opinion. Now you can tell me how you felt about my opinion,
right,
and how it made you feel. But you cannot tell me that your feelings about what I said is the same thing, because you can say, well, what you said meant this to me and it made me feel like this, and that's not what I was going for.
Well, I think what you're saying definitely would have credence to it if you were just shooting the breeze, talking with your friends, talking around. Kyrie Irving is a public figure, and this is a problem that these guys don't seem to understand. It's bigger than just yourself. Okay. When you step on the court, you're not just a basketball player. You are an icon. You're somebody who's looked up to, a spokesman, not just even a spokesman. You're an icon because your comments don't just have relevance to them. You have people of all different ethnicities, all different races, all different ages and sizes who go to NBA games, who buy your jerseys, buy your shoes, you have to understand that you just can't just say any old thing and then just be like, oh, well, I have a right to my opinion and that's it. And I'm going to be who I want to be. No, that's not how it works.
Right.
If you choose, once you sign a contract to be in the NBA, and keep in mind, he's being paid very well to be in the NBA. It's not like he's just getting any old deal. He's got a huge contract.
Yeah, huge.
So when you have a huge contract, and let's keep in mind, Jewish people as well as African Americans, Latinos, everybody buy your tickets to go to the Nets game.
Right.
The commissioner is Jewish. You have many people of Jewish ethnicity all throughout the league, and you have to understand and recognize and respect their opinion. No matter if you don't agree with it, no matter if you have personal feelings, if you don't like it, you can leave the league.
And that's what I do agree on is when the type of climate that the world is in right now, and you understand that everybody have their feelings basically on their sleeves. If somebody says that hurt my feelings, and you didn't even intend to hurt their feelings, just say, I apologize, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. And move on from it. Don't get upset because you have the right to say what you want to say, which you do. You have the right to say what you want to say, but when you inadvertently hurt someone's feelings, apologize.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this question then.
Okay.
Now, Luka Doncic, who's like the big star player now for the NBA Dallas Mavericks,
right? If
he would have came out and posted a video where the N-word was constantly being used in the video, would you just be sitting there and saying, well, he has a right to his opinion and, let's not misinterpret it and blah, blah, blah?
We'll see.
It would be immediately scrutinized.
You know what? This is, what you're saying is valid to a point, because a word, like if you posted something about that's a hurtful word, but if I post a picture,
he posted a video. He posted an entire video that was anti-Semitic. The video was anti-Semitic. I mean, there's no question.
I thought it was a picture. I didn't know it was a video.
No, it's a whole video. He posted a video on his thing, a video that somebody had made, and he.
Well, see, I watched the conference, and he said he only posted it. I'm gonna look into.
You're gonna look into that.
But like I said, let's not go deep into that. We talked about opinions, and I'm apologetic to everybody who's offended by the whole situation.
All right,
because everybody's all in the uproar. They're doing their thing.
Got it. Let's continue on. I think we talked enough about the NBA, but the NBA now. I just mentioned right now in the first 20 games of the season, we have a kind of a weird first 20 games. You have the Lakers, the Nets, and the Sixers all under 500, while you have the Utah Jazz and Cleveland Cavaliers, the two surprise teams in the league, both, first and second in their divisions.
Congratulations to them.
This trade, everybody was kind of big trade this offseason. Donovan Mitchell going to Cleveland, and then they picked up a couple players off of Cleveland, Markkanen and Colin Sexton. Turned to be a win-win for both teams so far.
What I like to see is the diversity where the NBA is finally there. It used to seem like they picked and choose every year what team they wanted to go in. Yeah. I like to see where those years where the team that you never expected to get in there, to get up in there and get that chip going on.
Well, yeah, the NBA definitely has changed in that. Those, like you said, those elite teams, the Lakers, the Celtics, are not as elite as they used to be anymore. And now new franchises are now starting to emerge. So it is good. I mean, it's good. It's good for any league to have diversity and have what's the good word to use for that? The word to use, what's that? A horrible word to use? Parity.
Okay.
That parity word. We used to hate that word. The league needs to have parity. You have teams that are like more even. Now, right now, the NFL has parity because you have a whole lot of place. You got a whole lot of 5 and 4s and 4 and 5s, and it's just everybody is mediocre in the NFL right now.
Let's give a quick shout out to Charlie Bear on Facebook. What's up, Charlie Bear?
Hey, Charlie.
He's a Steelers fan. Sorry to hear about that.
Sorry to hear about that too. Yeah.
Sorry about that. What's up, Vicky Kennedy? Thank you for the love. Thank you for the like. Reggie Elliott, thank you, sir, for the love and the like. Please like, subscribe, and share. And you can also check us out on YouTube.
Well, let's open the phone line. Let's get them before I go over the rest of the news. Let's see if anybody wants to call in and say something about our comments, because we've made some controversial comments tonight.
You know, we'll just keep the phone lines open the whole time while we go on.
Let's do that.
And we'll keep the show going while we keep the phone lines open.
But let me go over a couple of championships real quick before we get into some of our games and all. So we had 2 championship teams win over this last week. First of all, in the World Series, we don't give baseball enough love as we should, but I will make a comment on baseball. There used to be a time when the World Series was like almost not quite Super Bowl level, but at least somewhat recognizable. Baseball is kind of falling so far now that it's kind of like just almost...
Because cheating is almost accepted in baseball, Steve. Well, I think that's the reason. Cheating is almost accepted in a sports game. Yeah. How do you guys put up with that?
I understand that to an extent, but it's marketing though. They don't market their players the way the NFL and NBA does. I mean, you can name the top guys throughout all of the NFL and NBA, but baseball, outside of like maybe 5 or 6 guys, a lot of guys to the common person is like, who are they? They could walk down the street. You wouldn't have any clue who they were.
And they do walk down the street all the time, be in the bar right next to you.
Right next to you. You would never know they were a baseball player. So, I mean, it's marketing. But the Houston Nationals, speaking of cheating, they won the World Series over the Philadelphia Phillies. And I will say this much. I want to give love out to Dusty Baker, because
Dusty,
as everybody knows, longtime Dodger, somebody who's a lifer. I mean, he's been around since the 60s as far as the baseball goes. Finally got that elusive World Series as a manager that he's been working on for so many years. So I'm happy for him. This is downtime. Now he can hopefully walk over to the sunset and just say, hey, I got that World Series. But there's always going to be that love. I can do it again next year, repeat. So it's going to be interesting to see if he decides he's 73 years old now. Will he walk over to the sunset, or will he decide one more season? So, But I will give love out to the Houston Astros, even though I'm not a Houston Astros fan, but I'll give love out to him. And then also, a sport we never talk about.
That. My wife would have my head if I give love to them.
Oh, yeah.
She's a diehard Dodgers fan.
Yeah, Dodger fans have been whining and crying. But hey, bottom line is Dodgers don't get the job done. They don't get the job. They're in the playoffs every year. And they got one World Series.
Can't close
the deal. In the last 30 years, they got one World Series. And they've been in the playoffs about 25 times.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, that's just, come on. You got to do better. I exaggerate. It's not 25 times, but it's pretty close though. It's been about 15 times. And they got one World Series. It's a lot. It's a lot of times to be in the World Series since 1989, the year when Kirk Gibson hit the big home run. I think it was 89, so that's about 33 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They've had a lot of playoff games with just one World Series, so they got to got to do a little better. But let me get into a sport we never talk about, and that's called soccer, the MLS Cup.
Oh yeah, somebody that never did it got there.
Yeah, first time the LA Football Club, LAFC.
LA's the place.
LA's the place. So I want to give love and shout out to them. They were able to beat the Philadelphia team and shootout penalty kicks. And so it's a great win for LAFC. And, in LA, the Galaxy has probably been the dominant team since, MLS started. So it's kind of good to have a competition now. And I think they've been coming up for the last several years. So it's good to see LAFC get a win there. So let's give love to them. So I think we've gone over soccer. We've gone over baseball. We talked about some football.
Oh, we got to get back. We got some more football.
Let's more football. Let's do it.
Football. Hey, Reggie Elliott, Vicky Kinney, thank you once again. Charlie Bear, the phone lines are open. Call in. That's 818-396-5080, 5080. 818-396-5080.
Let's talk about games from last week. One of my favorite topics I love to get into is Aaron freaking Rodgers.
Your man, Aaron Rodgers, your main man.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers hit the low of low points to lose to the Lions. Score what? I think they ended up getting a touchdown towards the end. It was like 20-6. And then I think they got like a late touchdown. Come on, Aaron. You're getting paid $50 million a year to put up 6 points against the Lions in 3.5 quarters.
Steve, you too hard on some people that don't. He doesn't have the weapons.
I don't care
him.
what he has. He needs to go back to run. He needs to pull out his Josh Allen to him and run for 100 yards. I mean, you get $50 million a year. You better do whatever it takes. You're a little too casual for that salary when I'm looking at Devontae Adams, who's also lost, and he's like, man, I could have stayed with the Packers. Maybe we would have won some games. So now he's with the Raiders. He's losing there, and the Packers are losing. So this has been a loss on both sides.
The Raiders will be fine next season. They got to go to the draft, and they got to put some Band-Aids on. But once again, you're doing this to another person that doesn't have weapons around him.
Okay,
you want him to run the whole time?
He could have given $10 million of his $50 million to Devontae Adams, and you're gonna tell me that the Packers would not look a lot better with Devontae Adams and Al Lazard? Is it
they gave Devontae Adams what he wanted. No. He did not want to stay with the team.
Now you know better. Money always talks. If the Raiders wanted to give him this much, and the Packers said we'll top that with this much, you're gonna tell me he's gonna be like, nah, I'm gone. I'm leaving. I'm gonna take less money. No.
Oh, you wanted Aaron Rodgers to take less money?
I did. Yes.
So why couldn't he take less money and be on a winning team?
Because
go for a Super Bowl. Why is it all one-sided toward Aaron Rodgers?
Well, because right now it's clearly obvious that he's more valuable to the team.
You know what?
The record speaks for itself. You gotta. The record speaks for itself.
Let's move into the thick of it. Let's talk about
double check.
Let's talk about the main subject that everybody's been on everybody's mind. Are the Eagles the real deal?
Well, you know my answer to that.
Are the Eagles the real deal?
I said
they are undefeated.
I said before the season starts,
Eagles fly.
I said before the season they would be good, and I said they would be in the NFC East. And I said, and I told you exactly why. That guy Jalen Hurts is a real deal.
Okay.
He impressed me in college. I told you when I saw him first at Alabama and then in Oklahoma, when I saw the anger that he played with, and I saw the hardness on himself, so this guy is going to come to the NFL and do some things. He got a different edge to him, and so I'm not surprised. Getting AJ Brown clearly based on what I was telling you about Tennessee, and he's been kind of stalled on this. I do want to talk about that Chiefs-Titans game after we finish this Eagle talk. Losing AJ Brown really hurt the Titans and really helped the Eagles. You now got legitimate 2 or 3 wide receivers there. Miles Sanders is, somebody laughed at me when I drafted Miles Sanders in our fantasy draft. I said, I don't know about Miles Sanders. You didn't see him play in Penn State. That guy's legit. He's having a strong season. Fly, Eagle, fly. As you guys know, I'm definitely not an Eagles fan because, I've had some bad experiences in Philadelphia as a Redskin fan back in the day. But I will give you all the love. Hey, hope you guys pull it out.
All that being said, are they the real deal, Steve?
I just talked. Am I speaking another language? I just said they're the real deal. I gave 5 reasons why they're the real deal. I said Jalen Hurts. I said AJ Brown, and I said right now they got Miles Sanders. That's 1, 2, 3. If you got a star running back, a star wide receiver, and a star quarterback, you can win in this league.
Maybe that's it. You said all that about those players. Who have they really played?
It don't matter.
I'm only asking you. You gave your opinion. I want to put mine because I believe the Eagles are fool's gold.
Okay. All right.
I believe that they played NFL teams. They played. They
beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys only lost.
Okay.
Who else you wanted to play?
Steve, they haven't played the Bills. They haven't played the Chiefs.
Okay.
They haven't played a team that was worth anything. The Cowboys were sorry last season. They're just not getting their thing together. Also,
okay.
Who else have they played, Steve?
It don't matter. They don't get to look.
Well, I'm just saying the Eagles to me, I'm not going to take anything away from them. They are undefeated, and they've all played NFL teams,
exactly.
I still believe they're fool's gold. I believe as soon as they hit to the playoffs, and they play the only team.
Who's better in the NFC right now? Who is better than them? In the NFC right now, who is better than the Eagles?
Who is better than the Eagles in the NFC right now?
Yes. Exactly. There's nobody. They clear their heads and tails above every team.
Hold on.
I'm going to let you go ahead. I mean, watch me say Kirk Cousins. Watch me say Kirk Cousins.
Why would I say Kirk Cousins?
Because that's the only. Who else are you going to name? The South is horrible. The West has been horrible.
You think the Eagles could beat the Seattle?
Yeah, easily.
You know what? I will agree. The NFC as a whole
is weak. So
the NFC as a whole is in the tubes.
So it's going to be an upset for them not to make the Super Bowl. So if they get to the Super Bowl, now the AFC definitely has about 4 or 5 teams that are legitimate Super Bowl contenders.
I don't think the Eagles can beat the 49ers. I don't.
Okay. All right.
You know another team I don't think the Eagles can beat?
Who's that?
I don't think the Eagles can beat Minnesota.
I knew he said. Didn't I tell you guys?
I'm just playing. I just wanted to say that because I knew you wanted me to say it, so I said it for you.
Yeah, thank you.
But I don't think the 49ers are 4-4. I don't think the Eagles can beat them, and they 8-0.
All right. Well, this is why we had the playoffs.
I think Tom Brady can beat the Eagles.
Okay, right. I think Tom Brady could beat them too. But I mean, right now Tom Brady's not playing like Tom Brady.
But that's right now. It's a long season. What I'm saying is,
well, I mean, based on that logic, everybody's fool's gold. You can use that logic to speak on any team. I can sit there and say the Chiefs are fool's gold. I can sit there and say the Bills are fool's gold. I mean, it's a long season.
No,
you gotta stay healthy.
The Chiefs have played real opponents. The Chiefs played the Bills.
Yeah.
Did the Eagles play someone like that?
No.
So no, you can't say they're fool's gold because they play teams that we consider Super Bowl caliber.
Well,
the Eagles haven't played anybody they haven't played not one team that's Super Bowl caliber.
Okay.
So that's the difference between you can't everybody's fool. No, everybody can't be fool's gold.
My Eagle fans, can y'all call in and I know we got some Eagle fans out there. This guy is just desecrating. Look, I'm not even an Eagles fan, and I'm being forced to defend them. And you know this is hurting me because
818-396-5080.
I need an Eagles fan to call in on this one because I don't want to go any further on this because I hate the Eagles. It's like almost like I want them to win.
Oh, you're in the same division.
You know what I'm saying? This is like painful to me because he's like pulling me in. He's trying to pull me in to pull the Eagles. I'm going to love to see the Eagles lose in the playoffs. But right now, they got Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Miles Sanders. And right now, all three are playing at a top level.
All clicking against teams that nobody thought was going to make it anyway. You can look good. You can look good for a long time playing teams that they're not expected even to make the playoffs.
NFL teams don't make their schedules. You got to go with whatever schedule that
I'm not taking. Like I told you, I'm not taking anything away from them.
There we go.
What I'm saying is they haven't played a real team that's Super Bowl contender. We got a phone call. Hello, welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. How you doing? Doing good. What's your name? Where you calling from? Uh-oh.
Yeah, thank you. Can you please take over this conversation? Because this is hurting me having to defend the Eagles.
Are you an Eagles fan, sir? I said, are you an Eagles fan? Die hard.
Please help us. Because it hurts me to defend the Eagles, but I gotta give due where due is there. Right now, they're clicking on all cylinders. And they got the best 1, 2, 3 in the league.
And I'm not taking that from them. You're a diehard Eagles fan. By any chance, are you Desert Eagle?
I'm the winner of the pool. Yeah, that's me.
All right.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Congratulations. I give you your due. You went 22-6. That is strong in any 2 weeks.
Hey, too bad you're not doing nothing in the overall contest to win again. But hey, that's a good one.
You see that underhanded slight he did? You see that underhanded dig he gives you? Well, please lighten to him, please. I tell him the truth about the Eagles.
Okay, so the thing is, like, yeah, a lot of people are saying we haven't really played, anybody, and I beg to differ. Like you were saying, like we played one of the most dominant defenses in the league in the Cowboys. Like, what defense is more dominant than in the league right now with Parsons and Diggs and their D line? Like, we were able to put up points against them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how is that not playing somebody that's somebody in the league?
And the Cowboys only have one loss. Let's keep in mind the only loss is to the Eagles.
Cowboys.
Look, I'm not going to defend the Cowboys at all. I hate the Cowboys more than I hate the Eagles. So I'm definitely not going to defend them. But they only do have one loss, and that's to the Eagles.
Let's keep it real. This went from the worst division in football to the best division in the NFC.
Yeah.
Come on, for 2 seasons they was hot garbage.
Well, because better talent. The talent speaks for itself.
I'm not taking anything away from them. All I'm saying is, and y'all haven't played a Super Bowl caliber team. The Cowboys, that's the wrong person to compare. They not a Super Bowl caliber team.
Okay. Well,
they cannot. I don't think the Cowboys can beat the 49ers either, and they 4-4.
Okay, but the bottom line, as I just said before, in the NFC, who's better than them? You threw it out the Niners. That's questionable at best.
I'm just saying the Niners, and the Niners is 4-4. That's why I'm throwing them.
I'm taking Jalen Hurts over Garoppolo any day of the week and on Sunday.
You can take him any day of the week. That running game is outstanding, and it's going to get better. You know what? I can't even say that because I got to see what that coach does. How's he put it together?
First of all, you're guaranteeing that McCaffrey's going to make it through the whole season, which, based on his history, he's not guaranteed to make it through the season.
Well, I'm not even worried about McCaffrey.
They traded Jackie Wilson Jr.
Their first running back that was on IR is coming back off IR.
Okay, all right.
So they already they're gonna be a oh my goodness, they're gonna be nasty.
And quite frankly, Deebo Samuel has not had a super year either. So I mean, he's been
they're trying to use him as a true wide receiver finally.
Okay, all right. Well,
but
let me ask you: are you taking the Niners over the Eagles any day of the week? Never. Okay, thank you.
He's an Eagles fan. Why would you ask him that?
Because what? I'm just speaking. Look, I'm true about my team. I'm a Commanders fan. I'm not taking them over anybody. Look, you can hear right now. Monday Night Football. The Eagles will destroy the Commanders. I just said it.
Ooh.
I'm a Commanders fan, but I'm
gonna tell you like this: you guys are poised to go perfect this season in the regular season.
Okay.
And I believe as soon as you guys touch the waters in the playoffs, because you guys you're gonna get the bye. So when you guys play, you guys are gonna finally play a team that got something with them
at home.
Exactly.
Okay.
No one in the NFC can beat us.
You know what?
I haven't seen anybody. I'm agreeing with him. I haven't seen anybody.
Would you like to bet your $50 gift card on that?
How you gonna take the man's gift card?
I'm not taking it. I'm not taking. He's gonna get his gift card.
He just wanted the gift card, and you already trying to take it.
I'm just asking the man when he like to double down on that gift card.
What kind of show is this that you gonna give a guy a winning gift card and then tell him, oh, by the way, yeah, you want to bet your gift card?
I'm asking him. He playing with.
I've never seen
as a gambler. As we like to say, he playing with house money.
I've never seen a show where they're going to challenge the person called in, telling you a lose your prize.
Hey, he's so sure.
Oh, my goodness.
What are you talking about? I asked him a question. Yeah, he's definitely sure.
Man, I feel like I'm watching Let's Make a Deal. I didn't know this was Let's Make a Deal football edition.
Hey, if he's sure, he's sure, right?
All right then. Hey, I'm staying out of it. I'm just letting you know I'm picking you guys to win the NFC. I did have before the season the Buccaneers, but I didn't know Tom Brady was going to have marriage issues.
Wait a minute,
that was unpredictable.
Hey, sir, I think he has an eagle tattoo on his arm.
I don't have that.
Hey, it used to be a Washington logo right now.
Oh, I told you. Until our owner's fired, until our owner's gone.
You see his Joe Theismann behind him, right?
And that's a beautiful thing. You remember them days? Oh, that was glorious days. That was the days when the NFL was real. Redskins, Cowboys meant something. And the Eagle games even meant something too. We had real football back then. You remember Randall Cunningham?
Steve, you and your reminiscing.
Oh my God. Do you remember Randall Cunningham? This guy had a 99-yard punt.
Look, he
as a quarterback.
He tried to clown me about putting your gift card up if you wanted to double down and make some more money. And he's talking about the old days.
Oh, man.
How many years ago was that?
It's never too old for me.
He done slipped into a time warp.
Oh, man. That's when the NFL was real. Yeah, I mean, that's good history. Every game in the NFC East meant something in those days.
Oh, Lamont, you watching this on YouTube? Oh, I see it. Look.
Well, we appreciate you coming in, and like I said, you've been getting me in the fantasy football. I want to add that, by the way, you've been getting me this year, but I'm gonna let you know I'm coming for you. Oh man.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be quiet because you haven't been getting me. I've been putting the stank on it with fantasy football.
Yeah, well.
But you know what, Lamont? Lamont, we got you on the phone. We're getting ready to do our picks for this week, right? And
you want to come here and help us out because right now the last couple of weeks we've been slumming. So maybe you can help teach us how to make these picks since you've been so dominant.
Yeah, you've been doing pretty good. We'll give you a pretty good.
Yeah, well,
Thursday night football.
Oh, what's that? Please answer it. This is the worst matchup of Thursday night football I could ever. I mean, this might be even worse than the Commanders versus the Bears. This might be worse than that game. I'm thinking I'm going to be watching the Thursday night NBA on TNT matchup. I don't think I'm going to have time for the NFL tomorrow.
See, you and all this disrespect, but it's okay. You know what's funny? I can take it coming from you being an Eagles fan. You know why? You guys are 8-0, so I really, I got to respect that. That's just the way I'm built up.
But outside of the NFL fans, who can name 5 players on both the Falcons and the Panthers? Oh, right now, outside of somebody who actually knows football, name 5 players on both the Falcons and the Panthers right now. I mean, we can do that because we're NFL fans. I'm talking about somebody who barely watches the NFL or knows little about the sport.
But once again, he's talking, and he's a Commander fan.
And what's that? Who's been the Commander's worst critic? Me.
You can be but what I'm saying is, it's kind of hard for you to throw stones when you live in a glass house.
I'm just speaking real. No. What reason should I be enticed to watch the Falcons against the Panthers tomorrow?
Well, this is not about watching them. This right now is about picking the team.
I don't want to pick it. I mean, I got to go with the Falcons only because it's going to make you mad. That's the only reason I'm picking those.
All right, Lamont, who are you going with?
So I'm going with.
See, I was going to say it. Thank you. It's a tough one because they're both sorry.
So it's kind of tough, but I'm actually going to take the Falcons on that one because they have Cordero Patterson back.
Okay, all right.
He's going to score 2 touchdowns.
All right.
Hey, I would love it because I have him on about 9 different fantasy teams.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to get him a packet BB to him, but all right. So who you got? Well, I know who you got, so I only have to.
Hey, you know what? It is what it is. Carolina's playing on national TV, and I'm only picking us because of the bad blood from the last game, but PJ, I have my faith in him is short. We need a
PJ,
quarterback.
Is he starting?
It sounds like he's about to put him back in the starting seat.
What? I thought Bayfield was starting.
My coach
what is this
came
confusion? You benched him, now you're gonna put him back in?
They took him out. They took him out.
They benched him. He got benched. Listen, he got benched. That's called what they say. He was benched.
They were talking like they were putting him back in.
Oh my God.
He was talking in the press conference like he's ready to go back in. He's ready to play like he did the week before.
All right, well, I'm guaranteed to take the Falcons, and I'm going to tell you it's because they fired 2 of their coaches. So you're going to have 2 new coaches who have no clue what they're doing.
So both of you guys took the Falcons. I'm taking Carolina all day.
All right, let's go to the game in Germany. First NFL regular season game to be played in the country of Germany, Munich, Germany. We have the Buccaneers and the Seahawks.
And it'll be a Buccaneers home game. Seahawks. Yes. So basically, it's nobody's home game, but they're giving it to the Buccaneers.
Correct. Let's let you go first on this one, because I know who I'm taking. All right, we got the Seahawks at the Buccaneers in Germany.
That one, that's another tough one, but I'm going to have to go with Brady overseas. I just feel like he's going to come back. He's going to have that, comeback game. The Seahawks, they're not a bad team, but I just feel like, Brady's just going to go out there and do Brady things, and Brady's going to get that.
Brady. Yeah, Brady on the mind.
Yeah, I got Brady on the mind too. He got 7 rings. So
you know what? You guys have what you have on the mind. I'm liking Geno Smith. I'm taking Geno in this game.
Okay.
Seahawks go out there and Geno does his thing with Lockett.
I'm riding with the winner, so I'm taking the Buccaneers too.
Yeah, you can take the Buccaneers. You can take the 4 and 5 Buccaneers over the 6 and 3 Seahawks all day long.
All day long.
I'm taking the Seahawks. Both of you guys took the Buccaneers.
Yes.
Right. Make sure you guys plug it in.
I'll mark it down.
Office Football Pool. Don't forget.
I will.
Get your picks in.
Oh, most of it. All right, let's go to the next game.
Vikings at the Bills.
Ooh, easy.
It's not easy because is Allen playing or not?
Well, that's a good question. Josh Allen, we don't know if he's playing. So this is a tough one just because
your picks got to be in before Sunday.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins feeling good about himself. I might take the Vikings with the upset.
You know what? The Vikings with Cousins being hurt and the Rams being staggered the way they are, the Vikings is a secret team that can slide in there. Kirk Cousins can get his ring. He can slide in there.
Nah, he ain't get no ring. But who you got? I know he's talking crazy now. Come on now.
Okay.
For that one, I mean, even with Allen out, I'm gonna still go with Buffalo because I just feel like they just are a better caliber team than them, and I feel like, and I do think Allen's gonna play. And he may not be at his best, but even a 75% Allen is gonna beat Vikings.
I'm gonna ask you this: if Allen doesn't play, who's the backup in Buffalo? See,
exactly. we have no clue either. So
that's hilarious. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. It's just a gamble. So all right. So we got 1 Bills and we got 2 Vikings. Next game.
Are you taking the Vikings also?
Look, as much as I don't like Kirk Cousins, I'm not going against the unknown factor. So Kirk Cousins feeling good about himself. He got a win over the Commanders.
I'm taking the Vikings also, but if Allen plays, I would have picked him first if I knew he was playing.
Now, did you see Kirk Cousins on the plane, styling and profile? Did you see that on the Instagram?
No, I didn't.
On the plane ride back, Kirk Cousins out there dancing and had the shades on.
That was him?
That was Kirk Cousins.
Hey,
I mean,
the Vikings are gonna sneak up in there.
He's feeling good about himself because he beat the Commanders. Just because he's still holding a grudge towards them because they gave him $100 million to do nothing for us.
Lions at the Bears.
All right.
We'll let you go first, Lamont.
Lions at the Bears. I like the way Fields is playing right now. I don't see them stopping them. I don't think their defense has the players to contain him and we're rushing for another 200 yards. So I take the Bears.
Yeah, I'm going with you 100% on that one. The Bills was looking like a beast.
It seems unanimous. We're all taking the Bears.
Yes.
Now we move to Kansas City, where the Jacksonville Jaguars go in there to see Patty Mahomes and Travis Kelce. You know why I said it like that? Because on my fantasy team, I got Patrick and Travis. How did they let me do it, Steve?
Well, I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. Let me get your pick first before I do my little Mahomes rant. Who do you got in that game? I got this.
Let me do it how they do it at the game. Cheese.
Let me real quick, though. Just throwing this real quick.
Go ahead, Steve.
That game on Monday night was a horrible game as far as people who respect the game of football. Andy Reid, he threw the ball 68 times and had 17 rushes. How you going to, I mean, you don't have no respect for Mahomes that much that you're going to sit there and throw that man's arm out like that and he's going to be worn out by the playoff time.
His arm is not going to get worn out.
You need to have balance on your team. What's that saying about your running game that you disrespect Hilaire and Pacheco? And I want to say, the reason why I'm upset about this because I picked up Isaiah Pacheco, whatever his name is, and dropped him the next day.
He's mad because he played me in fantasy. And
I had Isaiah Pacheco, who got one rush. He got me 0 points.
Lamont, maybe
0 points.
You like football too. Maybe you can tell him, my co-host, the way I've been telling him, the way he likes to overlook. The Chiefs did nothing. They got less than 1 yard on every run. I think their biggest run was like 1.5.
They only ran the ball.
And he doesn't understand. You get less than a yard or negative yards. He wants them to keep trying.
Yes, because you got to wear down a team. A team like Tennessee, you got to wear their defense down. You got to stick with the run. You got to have a game plan where you got to have balance.
Steve,
68 passes to the game was close.
And that's how I
understand
down.
You're down by 20, 25 points. I mean, the only reason they lost the game was because Tennessee was god awful passing the ball. If Wills could do anything, they would have won that game.
Well, why don't you flip it? Why don't you flip it on Tennessee? Because they didn't throw the ball.
Tennessee had balance.
Ran the whole time.
Yeah, but no. Tennessee had balance. They had 16 passes and like 19, 20 runs.
Ooh.
They need to run what's his name more? Derrick Henry. They didn't run Derrick Henry enough.
They didn't pass the ball because they had that brand new QB up in there.
But what's the name had? Yeah, Wills had 8 rushes. Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I agree. I'm agreeing with you because they would have passed the ball more. I mean, I was sticking by the game on both sides. I thought both sides played an ineffective game. It was kind of a.
I believe the Chiefs did what was best. I'm not a firm believer in if something's not working, keep doing it.
I am.
The only thing that worked on the Chiefs' offense was them passing the ball. The running the ball got them no production at all. At all. They didn't even get they didn't get 2 yards. So it will be stupid for Andy Reid to keep running the ball. That's a wasted play, Steve.
Yeah, well,
that's a wasted play. You know what a wasted play is?
Yeah,
where it doesn't go anywhere.
I know.
When they passed the ball, they got somewhere.
It took them 68 passes to get 400 yards, right?
Hey, it did that because that Titans defense is no joke.
Okay, all right.
I'll give that to you.
We're gonna see, look. We're gonna see towards the end of the season if Mahomes keeps it up. Let's see if he starts wearing down.
Now, did everybody go unanimous with the Chiefs?
Oh yeah. All right. Next team. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the guy that my man here. Didn't you draft him?
Yeah, I did.
And aren't you a little disappointed the fact that he get nothing? They gave him 3 rushes.
No, he played Tennessee. See, I'm a coach.
Okay.
You know what I did? I sat his butt down because he played Tennessee.
Okay.
That's what a real coach does.
Okay. So
you know when you're going against a certain defense and there's a passing team, he's not a Cook. He's not a Henry. He's not a bruising back.
Okay.
You sit his butt down.
All right, then. So let's just see. Like I said, let's monitor towards the end of the year, let's see how the Chiefs play come December and January, and see if it's
Browns at the Dolphins. Let's keep it. Let's get
it going.
Browns at the Dolphins. That's another tough one. That's tight.
Yeah.
For that game, I like the way the Browns defense played last week. But I like Tua back with those two weapons, and I don't think they have enough defense to stop Waddle and Hill. So I'm gonna go with Miami.
Yeah, I always have kind of allegiance towards the Browns for sure. If they didn't have what's his name starting at quarterback, I would take the Browns, but I believe in Tua, so I'm going with Dolphins too.
What's crazy is we almost there to where we're going to get a Watson sighting.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this: the Browns are going to be a beast.
Yeah,
next season.
Well,
oh my goodness, the Browns.
Given the division, they still in the running for a wild card.
Yeah,
I'm not
this season right now. Watson coming in, he has to get. Well, he's been practicing.
Well, he's been practicing. Right? Yeah, he's been practicing.
They let him practice, right? Oh my goodness, that team.
Yeah, I mean that team
is going to kick into another cylinder.
They're built for now. I mean that's the one reason why they kept Hunt was understanding that we have a chance this year, given the NFL playoff time, wild card team. I was still not want to play the Browns. So,
with that being said, I'm taking the Fins also.
All right, so we all got the Fins. Next game,
Texans at the Giants.
Two teams that played over their heads. Man,
I'm taking the Giants.
Who do you got? I know you're an Eagle fan. You don't like the Giants either, so.
I don't like the Giants, but I like the way they're playing this year. I like Saquon, how he's playing. I don't see them losing. I don't see him being stopped. I think he's going to have like 2, maybe even 3 touchdowns. So
Yeah. Giants. Yeah, I got him too. Davis Mills.
Unanimous?
How does this guy keep getting a starting position in the NFL when you got guys like, I don't know, Kaepernick, RG3.
So we're unanimous?
Yeah, unanimous.
Okay. Saints going there to the Steelers.
Ooh.
Charlie Bear. Shout out to Charlie Bear. He's a Saints fan. Sorry, sir. I'm taking Kimura.
Did you say Charlie Bear is a Saints fan?
Yeah, he is.
Charlie Bear's a Saints fan?
Yeah.
I thought he's a Steelers fan.
Oh, my bad. Steelers fan.
Charlie Bear, I got you back.
Well,
this man calling you a Saints fan. I'm sure he's probably like in the house now, like shaking, convulsing, like, hey, he just called me a Saints fan.
Hey, well, I told him sorry because I was picking the Saints. But
I got love for you. You know, I used to be a Steelers fan back in the day, way back in the day.
So you're picking them this time?
Hell yeah.
You gonna pick the Steelers?
I got the Steelers over the Saints. That's my upset special. It's in Pittsburgh, right?
Yes, it is.
They're not playing in the comfort of the dome.
Okay, Lamont, what you saying?
Where are they playing at?
It's playing in Pittsburgh. And don't forget, Andy Dalton, I think, has been benched. You know that, right?
Who?
Andy Dalton. I think they benched him.
Andy Dalton?
For the Saints. Andy Dalton's been quarterbacking the Saints the last few weeks. He's stunk it up. Yeah.
Oh, man. I looked on the depth chart, and they still had him starting.
They still had him starting. We have a double check. I think I heard they said they're going to go back to Winston. Yeah, they're going back to Winston.
That means they can air the ball out again.
Yeah. That's why I'm taking this.
But
I don't believe in Pittsburgh defense. They took a lot of shots this year. They don't have Watt, so I really like Kamara, like kind of going off this game, and Winston going deep to Olave. Like you're gonna see that this Sunday.
So both of us against you.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
Broncos at the Titans. What you say, Lamont?
Broncos at the Titans?
Yes, sir. They playing in Tennessee.
That's a wrap. Yeah, the Titans is going to murder Russell Wilson.
Okay. This is me. Upset special. Upset special.
Uh-oh, he's saying we're going to see a rare sighting of Russell The real name, last name Wilson.
Russell Wilson's had 2 weeks to prepare. The Titans are bruised and battered on a short week after this game against not short week. They play a Sunday night game, but it's still kind of a short week. But they're hurting after this loss against the Chiefs. I think they're gonna have a letdown. I got a Broncos upset.
Are the Titans still playing the rookie?
Yeah, they got no choice. They've given up on Tannehill.
You know what? I think the rookie still will do fine because Russell Wilson he can't get a solid rhythm to throw this dang old ball.
Well,
he act like he can't pass no more.
They had 2 weeks to prepare. The last game against Jacksonville.
Well,
he looked his best.
I hope so because on my fantasy I got Sutton and Judy. So
right.
I hope so. I hope we get it together, but I don't think so. I'm taking the Titans with you, Lamont.
Okay.
Colts at the Raiders.
Yeah, okay, I can live with that. But I think 2 weeks to prepare. I'm getting them. They're gonna have a game plan against the Titans.
I think the Raiders will get a rare win this week.
You taking the Raiders
at home? They playing in Vegas.
Are they playing? Who they playing? The Colts?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, the Colts. Yeah, yeah. The Colts are a mess. I mean, they're almost a worse dumpster fire than the Commanders. This team, man. Yeah, they hired and did you hear the reason why they hired him? They say because he's not afraid. Well, hell, I'm not afraid. Give me the head coach job. I'm not afraid to make calls. I mean, I mean that's crazy. I mean that.
So who you taking, Lamont?
Yeah, the Raiders. I mean,
now Cowboys at the Packers. I'm taking the Cowboys.
As much as I hate the Cowboys, I gotta take them too. They're just
Lamont. Go ahead, Eagles fan. Say Cowboys. Say it. Say it.
I mean, it's just
All right, now we're going down to L.A. The Cardinals come to Los Angeles to play the Rams at SoFi.
Well, I'll go first on this one. I didn't like the body language I was seeing from the Cardinals. You had what's his name, Kyler Murray getting into it with Hopkins, light him up on the sideline. That's not a good look for organization. They got a lot.
They were arguing.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't an argument. It was Kyler Murray lighting into Hopkins.
Kyler Murray getting into it with the coach, getting into his number one wide receiver.
Yeah,
is it a meltdown over there?
I think it's a meltdown. So
but be careful. We don't know if Stafford gonna play. Remember?
Yeah, that's the question mark. Is Stafford playing or not? But I don't know. I didn't like the Cardinals' body language, but then that could be one of those deals that like lights him up, and he might decide to go off and have a career day. So. Do you have a coin? This might be a coin flip game.
Oh my goodness!
This might be a coin flip. I wish I brought a coin, but I'll just pretend. Heads. It was tails. I'll go with the Rams.
Whoa!
Rams at home.
I'm taking the Rams also. Lamar, who you taking?
For some reason, I'm feeling like going against the grain. I don't know why. It just doesn't just tell me to go Cardinals, bro.
Okay, hey.
I don't like the way Stafford is playing this year.
I don't like it either. Trust me, I don't like it either.
He might not even play this game.
Yeah, I've been saying that all year. I don't like it, but all right. So I'm going to take the Cardinals too, but they burned me about 5 times this year. I've taken them.
All right. Lost. So Los Angeles goes out there to the Bay to play San Francisco.
Chargers and the Niners, right?
I'm taking the Niners. Who you taking, Lamont?
In that one, I think Herbert is not playing. I think he's like injured right now, and also Mike Williams injured. And they're kind of banged up right now, so I'll take the Niners.
All they got is Eckler over there.
Yeah. Chargers been kind of a disappointment for them. I did pick them to win the West this year, and I want to take it back.
Wow. So you did pick some teams that didn't make it either, right?
Yeah. No, I acknowledge my my deficits.
Because you said the Eagles were going to win their division. You've been patting yourself on the back a whole lot.
And listen to me, I definitely will, because I think did you almost like throw the flag at me that I was crazy for taking the Eagles over the Cowboys? Did you?
I don't recollect or recall that.
And I do remember throwing the flag at you though when you said the Raiders were going to win the AFC West, and I said, "Oh, you out of your?" He said, "What that?" He said the Raiders will win the AFC West.
How do we go from the NFC to the AFC?
And I said, "Are you out of your mind?"
How do we go from the NFC to the AFC? You just be flying all over the place.
I'm all over the place. You know me.
All right, last game. We got the Washington fan here, and we got the Eagles fan here. Now, the 4 and 5 Commanders go down there to Philadelphia to play the 8-0 Eagles.
The only thing, before I let you go, I don't know who you got. I kind of wish this game was being played in D.C., just so that the national TV audience can hear the fans cheer, "Snyder must go. Snyder must go." That would be the only reason why I would enjoy this game, is that if the game was played at FedEx.
Who are you picking?
I mean, is this even a question?
You're a Commanders fan. We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. We want to know, Steve.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Lamont, do I need to ask you?
Yeah, it's not even a question.
What I will say, and I said this all the whole time, the Eagles are the most dominant team over there in that division.
Yeah.
But I said that I'm saying it's a conference game, and the game that you guys should win easily will be the one to upset everybody.
You take the Commanders?
No.
What's that?
If they were playing in Washington, I would.
Okay.
If they were playing in Washington, I would. I'm telling you, I think the Eagles will win this one and lose the next one they play in Washington.
Now, as much as I love the Eagles, don't get me wrong. That Taylor Heineke, he could do something, because he got a Brett Favre mentality. He just don't have Brett Favre talent.
So we're all unanimous for taking the Eagles?
Yeah, we take the Eagles. But if the Commanders do win, I wouldn't be surprised, just because that guy's kind of a gunslinger. He just don't give a. And so you got one of them type of guys. He might show out, but I still got the Eagles winning.
Yeah, no, honestly, I feel like, because Thursday I was a little bit nervous because Mills was kind of like doing his thing. He was kind of carving us up at the beginning of the game. So, I don't know. It's possible. It is possible.
It's possible.
I'm a realist. So it's not impossible.
No, and you guys do have 11 days from the Thursday night game to this game. So, I mean, that's a lot of time to prepare. So
next week, tune in. Next week, we're going to do another giveaway, some gift cards. You and Jay Wizzle need to get y'all $50 gift cards. Hit me up later on about it, and I'll show you how to get y'all cards.
Yeah, don't let him try to bet against you on your card.
But we're gonna do another contest next week.
All right, let's do it.
It'll probably be a 3-week contest.
Yeah, do it 3 weeks. That'll get us into the playoff road, because that's the fantasy playoff time.
We got a bunch of these gift cards we got to give away, but we want to get some more subscribers. Our goal for this, before this season's over with, we want to be at least over 100 subscribers.
Sounds good to me. We can do it.
That's our mission. And thank you for calling in, Lamont.
Always good talking to you. Fly, Eagles, fly. We're gonna see how far you guys go. So, I can't, as a Commanders fan,
man, you all over his back. Dang.
I just respect. Hey, I'm just giving respect where respect is due. Look at me. Talk about.
Stop slobbering all over him.
Talk about Lamont. He's wearing his go fishing hat. Look at his go fishing. Isn't that kind of how you wish if you go out fishing? He's already saying his panties are done.
Don't worry about it. Look, we shall rise again.
It's week 10 of the season, and he's already talking about the first pick of the draft.
Hey.
And he's criticizing me for bad-mouthing the Commanders. And you've already given up on your team at week 10 of the season.
Steve.
They're only a game and a half out of first place.
Steve, once again, I said at the beginning of the show, I have not given up on Carolina, and I never will. I never want to see us lose. But it's the best thing possible, because even if we were to do it, we have to go up against teams like the Eagles,
right,
Kansas City, and the Bills.
So,
and right now, We're not built like that.
So before the season, when I said the same thing about the Commanders, didn't you give me a hard time to say that a true fan always stands by their team no matter what?
Because
didn't you tell me?
Because you laid down like a wet cat, a wet dog in the beginning of the season. You hadn't even seen your team play.
It don't matter. Who's our owner? Who's the owner? What's that? Time out. Who's the owner of the team?
It's sad. It's sad. He's sad, Lamont. Hey, but thank you for calling in, man. We gotta get out of here. We went over time.
Always good talking to you. Yes.
Hey, call in next week, sir. Call in next week. It was good hearing from you.
I'll be getting you in the playoffs. I want my revenge. Come playoff time, I want my revenge. Because you got me this year.
All right. We'll talk to you next week, sir. Thank you for calling in.
All right. Have a good one.
Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to hang you up.
Look at that. First you want to take his gift card. Then you hang up on him when you try to say
Lamont, but he got his gift card.
I mean, talk about passive aggressive. I mean, I know you heard it because your parents was born, but hey, don't hang up on him because I'm having fun today.
You something else.
I'm having fun tonight.
Like, subscribe, and share. We'll be back next week, 7:00 on time, Wednesday. Have a good Thursday night game and have a good Sunday when you watch all your games.
And if you don't watch the Thursday night game, we understand. If you have things to do, like, I don't know, getting your teeth pulled or I don't know, anything, I understand you don't want to watch the Thursday night game. But yeah, enjoy the Sunday games.
Peace out.